or something like that. Yeah, 13-2. Though since last Monday on Neat Plus. I just want to focus on kind of what we've been doing that's been working for these 5 trades. For me, it really was going back to basics. Sometimes, because I'm a levels trader, sometimes I get caught up in the levels and I forget that the structure matters, right? Patterns matter. And so for me, it's been like 3 steps. The first of those steps really is just understanding that when a pattern breaks or when a trend line breaks, when a structure breaks, they're going to the next level with that, and that's what their goal is, and it's usually the major level. So here, if we start back with last week, let's start with last Thursday. So here, right, once I see them bounce off this major level here, and then they pop out of what had previously been the channel, then I know here that they're going where to at least 54.89, right? Because they pull out of it, controversial, right, by like 10 cents, but they basically bounce off the level or bounce off the structure and then start a new uptrend. So I know that they're going to 54.89, and I know that they're likely going to the major 55.02. So that's one, right? That's because the easy way to play trades that we did. I think we got like 100% on that one on SPX on Friday, right? And then the rest of it too is also using those same structures as a place where they catch support or resistance. So here, right, and I always say, my old saying that 3 points, what 2 touches is a coincidence, 3 is a trend, right? So here, right, they've set the trend here, right, with these 3. So if I have a line drawn there, when they come down here, well, I know what's happening. I can see that they're holding the weekly level, and we're getting a wick off there, so I know that they're going up again here to this 55.02 level, right? Like, that's obvious. They're holding the structure and they're holding the level. And then the other thing too is just remembering that although some places aren't exactly at the level where you have the reversal, you watch what happens at the level. So here, right, we have a classic rejection at the weekly, textbook, right? And then here, although it goes above the weekly, you see it doesn't hold it on the hourly, right? So that's another rejection. So what I'm watching for then is places where we see reversals that are along this line. So here, right, I put a little arrow there like way back in the day before because I saw them get above it and I said, okay, that's been a double top. Watch for them to see, don't buy up because I want to see if they hold that level because that level's failed here, that level's failed here. And sure enough, that level fails there, so that's an easy little scalp down to the next weekly level. I think it's caught up by our structure. Remember, we believe our structure when it hits the level, so it comes back here. The weekly support holds there. It's holding our structure. So we know we're going to do what? At least test this weekly level and probably go up here. So it's really, I know that I probably say it's simple. It's not like as simple as I try to make it sound, but it's essentially just believing the structure and the levels you have and working with them. Here, giant loss of the structure, right? Huge loss. So I even know when we come back up, we're testing these levels. I saw these wicks today. I know that we're going down to the next level. Why? Because we lost that. We lost it for a purpose, so we're coming back down to this level. Here, if I had to say what's going to happen, probably a bear flag down to 54.50. But so for me, it's just about knowing the levels, trusting the levels. So now I'm making a new one together. I know that this is going to be important, right? What we're going to do is I don't want to cheat. So we're going to start with the level here. We're going to see what happens when it comes up, see if it sets a third one. I would imagine it would coincide with the retest of this monthly level and then continue going down. So that's kind of what I'm watching for now, right? Just watching the break levels, hold levels, and seeing what it does here, right? So right here, I probably expect them to go for that back test in the monthly and then go down, like I was saying. So we'll see what happens. All right.